Hey guys, and welcome back to Legos Island. So today, it is Sunday, November 3rd, 2024. And now that Halloween's over, we actually have an anniversary to celebrate today. Which, as you can tell by the title of this video, it is all about Operation Legos Island. That occurred for the first time on this day 5 years ago in 2019. The last time I accessed the world was 11/3/24 at 6:53 p.m. because we literally just finished the event. So let's jump right into it. Automatically jumping into the tour, we can clearly see that there is a huge 5th anniversary cake dedicating to all the respective colors for each future time period over the years. We have the light future, the dark future, the bright future, the crystal clear future, the memorial future, and the corrupted future. And then, of course, it repeats up until we get back to the crystal clear future. Speaking of which, here is the Operation Legos Island 5th anniversary hat. And yeah, the Go Get Ready Free dog is with us today. Which, don't worry, I'll go get cake in a second. The Operation Legos Island 5th anniversary hat. Let's put that on. That's how it looks. And that is how it looks on me. Looks very, very nice. Very similarly to, like, some of the other items we're actually going to be getting later. Before I continue, let's go get cake as I promised. Okay, we got her now, so we can officially jump into this officially. So, under the number 5, we actually have many layers of this cake, which is actually pretty cool. We have the light future, the first future time period we ever saw, in these specific colors. Then, if we go up here, you can see the black and orange being for the dark future. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention, these do have respective years when these took place. The light future was in 2019, whereas the dark future was in 2020. As you can see by its color scheme, which actually makes a lot of sense for, you know, that year in general, actually. That year sucked. Just in general. Then we have 2021, which of course was the bright future that was basically made all out of glowstone, so that can explain why it looks like this alongside the candles. Then in 2022, you may recall it was the crystal clear future, which is actually not only what this layer of the cake represents, but also this room that we are in where the cake is located. For 2023's, we can see that it is based off of the Memorial Future, which is a futuristic American flag, which is actually really cool. Lastly but not least, in 2024, we have the Corrupted Future, made out of crying obsidian, which is literally what over half the Halloween event was just this past Halloween. Now that I have covered the cake, let's go explore all the rooms. And what we're going to do is actually explore them in the order that we discovered the original future time period. Starting off with the campsite, which, as you can see, we have a sign over here indicating what this is. The light future from Operation Legos Island 2019 that we first discovered on November 9th, 2019 in the finale of Operation Legos Island 2019. The room itself, as you can see, is exactly the way it was from the original. However, there are actually some minor differences. And what I mean by that is in terms of items. As you can see, we have the Light Future shirt, then the Light Future banner, and lastly but not least, the Light Future Evil Cluck banner. These are items that are actually not from the original future time period, but are, however, from this anniversary and are exclusive to it. Putting on the shirt, it looks like that, and what the banner looks like. We'll actually put it in both my hands just so we can see both at once. So as you can see, this is what they both look like, which actually looks really cool. And genuinely, putting down the following banners, that's how they look legitimately, which honestly looks really, really cool. Now that the items are out of the way, The rest of this room, again, basically retains its original design from 2019 when we first discovered it in the original Operation Legos Island, with only the minor differences, of course, being the ranch with the remaining Halloween decorations, which, just like this mini event, will be taken down in literally just a single day from now. Next up is my cave, which actually retains the design from the Dark Future from Operation Legos Island 2020, which we first discovered on September 30th, 2020, in the finale of the said events. As you can see, the room retains its original design from the original party in 2020. That even includes the stairs, table, and rug slash carpet respectively, including the entirety of the floor, which all look amazing. Just for the record, by the way, we will put these away because now we need to go ahead and collect the Dark Future shirt, the Dark Future Evil Cluck banner, and lastly but not least, the Dark Future banner. We are going to put these items on now because we are going to take a look at them. So, as you can see, if I were to place this down right here, and then place down the Evil Cluck banner right there, we can see that this is how they look. And this is also how the shirt looks, by the way. It really does match the original theme of the corrupted / Dark Future, or just the Dark Future in general. These banners honestly do a really good job at representing the room. And this is exactly what we saw back in 2020, minus the items I showed you. Next up is the mountain. As we can see, this design right over here retains the design from the Bright Future that we saw back in Operation Legos Island 2021, back on March 3rd, 2021. As that's when we discovered the Bright Future. As you can see, the room retains its original design, well, half of it at least. The remaining Halloween decorations still apply here, with most of the room technically being taken out in favor of this. As for the items, we have the Bright Future shirt, and then the Bright Future banner, and lastly but not least, the Bright Future Evil Cluck banner. We will put on all these items right now, and hold them. Now, as you can see, we are holding the respective items with the following. We will place down that. Well, actually, we don't even need to since we can already see them right here and right here, so we don't even need to place them down. These are really cool items, and honestly, they work well with an event like this or a room like this, which is pretty cool. And yes, even the windows were updated to reflect the original design, even though you can clearly still see the Halloween stuff in there and out here. It won't matter though, as this is all meant to be gone in a day anyway. Regardless, the room still looks amazing. Next up is the port, which we were just here at the beginning of the video, but now we're back here mainly because, as you can see, we have the crystal clear future from Operation Legos Island 2022 from May 8th, 2022. Although it was mainly recorded on May 9th actually, so I think I actually got that wrong, but that was actually the day it was supposed to happen. So, the following items we have here include the Crystal Clear Future shirt, and then the Crystal Clear Future banner, and lastly but not least, the Crystal Clear Future Master Evil Oinkers banner, as he was the one responsible behind Operation Legos Island 2022. And so far has been the only one he has taken over. Let's put on all the items. And as you can see, this is what they all look like together, which is actually pretty cool. We can actually place down both banners respectively. That's how they look, and the color really does reflect them all. I truly think this is a good design here. Speaking of designs, you may recall this room being from that exact future time period that we saw 2.5 years ago, which in the original Operation Legos Island 2022, the future time period was this exact day that we are now in the present, November 3rd, 2024. How crazy is that? We're now in the exact day that this future time period was based off of 2.5 years ago. Regardless of that, the room still does look really, really nice. And honestly, it still looks absolutely beautiful to this very day. And I truly still love how this looks. And honestly, yeah, the design never got old. I freaking love this. It was one of my personal favorite future time periods. And, yeah. Next up is the resort, which, as you can see, is based off of the Memorial Future from Operation Legos Island 2023, which we first discovered on May 29th, 2023, which was ironically Memorial Day. That can explain the future theme. As you can see and recall by the original design, we can clearly see that there were American flags and the futuristic American flag at the dock right here. Unlike the last few rooms that we've seen, there are actually only 2 items this time around. This is mainly because I couldn't think of a unique design for the villain banner, being Evil Sheep Leader, as it was way too complicated for me to make. So we only have 2 items, being the Memorial Future shirt and the Memorial Future banner. Let's put them on. And that is how they look. They both look really nice. And just to clarify, this is what the banner looks like. It looks very beautiful. And the gray on there was meant to represent, of course, the ground here. But as you may notice, speaking of these, there are actually American flags all over the place, representing the memorial theme. And also, of course, the beacons that went alongside it. And, of course, the Evil Sheep Leader colors that were the umbrellas, which were all really cool. Besides that, there is nothing else to say here regarding this. Lastly but not least is the Corrupted Future here in the lodge. As you can see, we have the Corrupted Future shirt and the Corrupted Future banner. Now, during this past Halloween event, we actually were able to claim a 3rd item, being the Corrupted Evil Cluck banner. That can explain why it's not featured here in this room, as it's already available in the dog park via Legos Island Halloween 2024. Putting on the respective items, we can actually that this is how they all look, which is all really cool. And if we place down the Corrupted Future banner, that's how it looks alongside the Corrupted Evil Cluck banner that we already saw in the Halloween party, which is all really cool. Besides all of that, the room pretty much retains its design from both the original Corrupted Future and the Legos Island Halloween 2024 event, as it has practically looked like this the whole time. Of course, minus the pumpkins and cobwebs that were here recently. And that there concludes the entire event. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Legos Island. What do you guys think of Legos Island 5th Anniversary mini events? This is only a day-long event, so by the next episode on November 4th, not only will this mini event be gone, but of course, Legos Island Halloween 2024 will also be removed as well. So, do look out for that in the next episode, which is literally in a day from now. What was your favorite room and set of items that went with it? I'd love to hear it in the comments. With all that being said, I'll see you next time.